And we are ready to get Apex 7 underway from Kingsport, Tennessee, alongside Adam Primetime Townsend and Casey Oxendine, Vince Ferrara. Our first bout here tonight is a kickboxing bout, and it features one fighter that we saw at Valor Fights 22 back in April in Knoxville. It's Jessee Posey against Chris Buttry. Chris making his debut. Jessee Posey comes in at 0-1. Jennifer Oxendine handling some of our cage announcing, and she will introduce our first fight.
Just a quick reminder, everyone, we are selling raffle tickets at the front door as you walk into the fight. It's $2 a ticket, or you get 3 tickets for $5. There's going to be a drawing between every other fight tonight, so make sure you go up there to the front door where you came in and buy you a raffle ticket. So let's go ahead and get these fights started. Our first fight of the evening is a kickboxing match in the super middleweight division. This fight is brought to you by Valor 25. First, out of the red corner, please welcome to the stage, Jessee Posey.
Jessee Posey comes to the cage first here in our first bout of the night at Apex 7. It's kickboxing in the super middleweight division at 172 pounds, and it's brought to you by Valor 25. And Casey, tell us a little bit about Jessee Posey. We saw him back in at the International in Knoxville earlier this year.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this is a guy, you know, he's 0-1 going into this, but that one defeat, it doesn't mean anything. It actually means that he has more experience than his opponent, and that means a whole lot. I think this kid, you know, he is doing it right. He's stepping into these kickboxing matches, and he is getting the experience required before taking that next step into Valor Fights mixed martial arts.
Jessee Posey is 0-1. He fights out of National Martial Arts in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. 5'8", 23-year-old. 168 pounds is what he weighed in as he makes his way into the cage. Trained by Dustin Capel, teammates with Cody Jordan, who'll be on the card a little bit later on tonight. We mentioned Valor Fights 22 in April, and Adam, you were there, fought Skylar Carson and lost by unanimous decision, but went the distance and seemed a little nervous at first in that kickboxing bout, but then kind of came along until the end. In the very final seconds, he was not down, but still, second opportunity. How big of a jump is that going to be from your first to the second being in the cage?
Yeah, to be honest, man, I had my first MMA fight, and I'd never been to an MMA fight. Then it comes up, and I wasn't very nervous, you know. My second one's when the nerves really kicked in for me. So, you know, you never know. Nerves always play. You know, he could have adjusted a lot from here to now. You just never know, man. You know, it's all – some guys never adjust to being able to, you know, keep
Back to the cage, Jennifer Oxendine.
And his opponent out of the blue corner, Chris Buttry.
You were saying, Adam?
Yeah, some guys just never make that adjustment to where they get rid of them nerves, you know.
Right.
It's just one of them things that it's person by person. And, you know, like my good buddy Dustin Long, he's an animal in the gym, but sometimes has a little bit of harder time going out there and performing in the fights.
Somebody loves Chris Buttry here.
Yes.
This is Bushido territory, and he is the first competitor out of that team competing tonight, and it is in kickboxing.
How many do they have? They have 8 guys fighting, 6 or 8 guys fighting tonight?
There's a lot. They're represented, and certainly
Yeah.
he's from Kingsport right here. He's the hometown guy. As you take a look at the tail of the tape, this will be the debut for Chris Buttry. Jessee Posey, one fight in the books. Buttry 3 years younger than Posey. That height advantage, 6 inches for Buttry over Jessee Posey, and a couple of pounds in weigh-in, 3-pound difference to Chris Buttry. Trained by Jason Brake and Jay Page. Tall, athletic, real enthusiastic, and really excited about his debut. And he's been around the sport for a couple of years, growing up in Rogersville and running around. Also a pretty good football player at Cherokee High School as well, Casey.
Well, absolutely, and you know, you mentioned over there in Rogersville, a lot of guys. You see Judd in his corner there. Judd Brown,
Yep.
and of course Corey Popwell kind of started that whole deal out there in the Rogersville area. And a lot of these guys are sort of trickled down from that original surge.
Yeah, Corey Popwell, a great friend of mine, an amazing kickboxer, Muay Thai. He's a black belt Muay Thai, as a matter of fact. And like Casey said, he started that down there in Rogersville, and it's kind of trickled down here to Kingsport now.
So this first bout brought to you by Valor 25. We'll tell you about some of the upcoming events as the night goes on. Time for our first official introductions back to the cage.
This bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. First, out of the red corner, fighting out of National Martial Arts in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat, weighing in at 168 pounds, Jessee Posey. And his opponent in the blue corner, representing Bushido MMA in Kingsport, Tennessee, making his kickboxing debut, weighing in at 171 pounds, Chris Buttry. The referee for this fight, Josh Ward.
Josh Ward is your referee for this first bout. It's kickboxing. And kickboxing, of course, under ISKA, all bouts sanctioned by the ISKA, and all kickboxing tonight under the K1 rules.
One thing I see right out of the gate is Chris Buttry is extremely oversized compared to Jessee Posey.
Yes,
he has a lot of size.
Yeah, it's 6 inches in the tail of the tape.
He appears taller, not only taller, but larger,
Yeah.
like a bigger dude.
Much bigger. And, this is, like I said, this is amateur kickboxing, and we've got the 2-minute rounds, 3 2-minute rounds, so this is very action-packed fun right here for the fans. Nothing but brawling, which is what everybody loves.
And that's exactly what they're getting early on.
Yes,
of
they
course,
are.
The bigger fighter is Buttry. The shorter fighter is Jessee Posey.
And really nothing to lose here. You know, that record,
head kick.
that doesn't stick with you like even the amateur mixed martial arts record does. So go out here, have a good time, get some experience.
Adam, we saw Posey catch a kick towards the body from Buttry.
Boy, we heard that.
And
Yeah.
What do you think about trying to catch kicks with those big gloves?
Yeah, it's something that you train and do. And that guy, what he's doing, he's landing a good right hand, because Posey is the southpaw, and Chris is the orthodox fighter. So he's stepping to the left and landing that straight right hand. Excuse me.
We know Chris Posey, Chris Buttry, is really coming on strong here. He's really going for broke, maybe trying to finish this fight early. With it being his first fight, I'm anxious to see if he's going to have that same kind of energy in rounds 2 and 3.
Oh, he's swinging.
Buttry
He caught him
on
with a
the
big
attack.
haymaker right there at the right hand.
Posey adjusting
Another
his
right.
Oh,
head
that's
gear.
a big shot.
Oh, good
That's a
first.
standing 8 count right there.
Fight's not over. I don't know if Buttry thought it was, but it's a standing 8 count. And Posey says he's good.
Yep. He got a little too excited right there. He thought the fight was over. You know, he might have want to expend so much energy right there. You know, he acted like he won the fight.
Final seconds of round number one.
That was nice.
That was low.
And
That was low. I
was
believe
that
it was low.
Was that the leg or was that
Oh,
the
wait,
It looked low to me.
It
Okay.
looks like there's time being called for the low blow even before the round is over with. I don't know if that's going to go in Jessee Posey's favor, however, because I think
Probably
his,
going both their favor.
yeah.
So this round is not officially over here, as Posey's going to get 5 minutes.
I don't know if there'll be any more action in this round, but the round
No.
is officially not over.
But Chris Buttry, he's also going to get an extra, however long that Jessee Posey takes, Chris Buttry's going to have that time to recover as well.
Yes.
So you see Josh Ward talking to Jessee Posey out of Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
I wonder if our great producer Michael could get us a replay right there and see what happened.
He usually delivers.
He always delivers.
We need that with good sound quality because I heard that cup
Yeah.
crack.
This is, if not, I'll add some sound effects in if we need to be.
So Josh Ward instructing Posey
Here we
to take
go.
all the time he needs, and here it is.
It'll be a good angle too.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
man.
Right on the button, my
Yeah,
friend.
that hit the target.
Yes, it did.
So and that's going to happen with a taller fighter with a shorter fighter, right?
It happens all the time, regardless of the size of the fighters. In my opinion, it's just one of them things. The technique they throw the kick, and they're not doing it intentionally, and they're throwing in the heat of the moment and all that stuff. So
I guess they're going to rule that since it was maybe right at the bell, the end of the first round. Clearly, that went to Buttry, guys.
Yes, undoubtedly.
Yeah, undoubtedly, it's a 10-8 round already. So he got a point deducted, and he lost the round as well. So it's a 10-8 round for.
I'm sorry, Prime.
Chris. Yes.
So what can Jessee Posey do in this situation?
Well, he's got to get him knocked down himself to even win the fight. If not, it'll be a draw. If he comes out and just wins the next 2 rounds, it's still just a draw. So he's got to go. He's got to go out there and really do some damage right here.
And Casey, we saw this in his last fight, Jessee Posey, against Skylar Carson, where he was at a reach disadvantage. That's the case even more so tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I mean, it seems like a power disadvantage, a size disadvantage, height disadvantage, all you name it. But you know what? Here he comes right out of the gate. Jessee Posey coming to fight.
3 2-minute rounds, kickboxing. K1 rules here at Apex 7, our first bout.
And honestly, I almost counted him out in the first fight. I thought he was going to get stopped in the first fight, but he's a durable little fighter. Maybe should be competing at the lightweight division.
Yeah, he should. Yes, I agree.
Oh, that was a hard shot there to the body. He felt that.
Props up for him being game, though. Come out here and take on a bigger opponent.
He's having to adjust his headgear an awful lot, but Buttry staying aggressive, letting his hands go.
Let's talk about headgear real fast while we're on that subject. The amateur boxing in Tennessee is doing away with the headgear for the amateurs. So now the amateurs, even the young ages, don't have to wear headgear anymore. I think it's good. I mean, I think that you're constantly having a fool with it. They don't play that big of a difference, and you're using big gloves.
Buttry on the attack.
Here he comes.
Some fighters, I think some fighters feel as though it's you feel a little safer maybe, but truthfully, the studies have shown that it does not prevent any of the effects of damage and accumulation of blows to the head at all. However, what it does do is prevent major shot cuts and also breaks to the face, like orbital and so forth. So that is an advantage. But yeah, I agree. A lot of fighters just hate to wear it.
Yeah. Check the inside kick there from Posey.
1 knockdown already in the books. Standing 8 for Buttry against Posey. But what about how do you critique Buttry? He's got such a size advantage, but what can he improve on?
Well, he's winning right now.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything to say right now. Anything that he's doing, obviously
slow down a little bit.
Posey,
but anything he's doing, he's pretty much landing when he throws. When he's on the attack. Oh,
that was hard. That was a big shot. That might be the end for Jessee Posey.
Trying to hang on in the final seconds.
Ooh.
Josh
Saved
Ward.
by the bell.
What a shot. Props to Chris Buttry there. 2 rounds to nothing.
And 2 10-8 rounds as well.
It's a done deal. It's going to be a miracle. He's going to need a miracle.
He's going to finish to win.
Yep.
And Buttry's going to have to let his guard down big time.
I was going to say a finish or 3 knockdowns, but 3 knockdowns in a round is a finish in the amateur kickboxing rules. So a finish is what he has to have.
Our main event tonight, we're excited about our 11 bouts. First, we've got so many great fights for you here tonight. So hope you'll stay with us here. We've got kickboxing, MMA, all that here at Sullivan North High School in Kingsport, Tennessee. I'm Vince Ferrari. Let's take a look at the replay here.
There it was.
Yeah, nice head kick.
And well done by Josh Ward, saving Jessie Posey.
Yeah,
from
some
an
props to Jessee Posey for still being in this thing, man. He's taking a tremendous amount of damage. Again, I think that leaving this fight, after this fight, he needs to go back to the drawing board with his coaches and talk about getting that weight down just a little bit.
All right, Josh Ward may have what spot still a little.
Bushido just threw in the towel. The
fight is done.
The fight's over.
Yeah.
What strategy?
Cleaning hip. He's
up
20-16, and they throw in the towel.
Throwing it for the opponent from their corner.
What respect out of Bushido MMA.
That's primetime Adam Townsend, Casey Oxidant, and Vince Ferrara. Posey with the first punch in this third and final round, 3 2-minute rounds.
As you mentioned, Vince, that that Chris needs to, what could we improve on for Chris?
Nice kick.
One thing that I hate to see fighters do, and they get in the habit of it in the gym, is putting their gloves together, and that's always the indication when they're about to throw a punch. So if he'll get out of that habit,
Oh,
he'll
another
help him
big
as a
shot.
better
Those
opponent.
kicks are lethal.
Yeah. He's landing. He needs to go to the head with it. Fake to the body, go to the head.
Hands like
And he heard what you said, prime time.
his hands are down.
To the
so
head he went.
They call me Nostradamus. Nostradamus, excuse me. I predict these things.
Can't use that kind of language.
Watch, he's about to throw a punch or a kick right here. I guarantee it. Told you. Nostradamus.
1 minute left here in this bout. It has been action-packed.
Yeah, it has. I love kickboxing, man. It's short rounds, action-packed. And once again, Chris is landing that straight right hand and a good head kick.
Looking for that finish, and he may get it right here.
Strong right. And Josh Ward with another standing 8 count, but Posey is still in this fight.
Neutral corner. He's excited. Just debut. He's over here with his team, celebrating.
Josh Ward talking to Jessee Posey. Final 35 seconds.
Here we go.
Mouthpiece came out for
It's
Posey.
going to take a miracle here out of Jessee Posey to make
Oh,
this happen.
mouthpiece.
That's the second time in this round. Oh, that left.
He should have got an impact. Shout out to
Oh,
my-
big shot there
Oh,
by
another
Jessee
good right
Posey.
hand. Another good right hand.
Big shots, big shots.
15 seconds.
Josh Ward.
Posey's going to
The
call the
fight
fight.
is done with 10 seconds to go. What a finish there.
Great finish. Great finish.
Chris Buttry gets the win in the 3rd round with a TKO, and the crowd is excited. The hometown guy, Chris Buttry, wins in his kickboxing debut. What a display. I mean, the size advantage, and really use that size, guys, as we take a look at the replay.
Oh, yeah, good right hand, good finish. I mean, he was just bringing the punches, man. He was coming to the body. That's the thing I did like about Chris was doing. You know, he was attacking the body, he was attacking the head. And a lot of the fighters, especially a debut, you did not see them doing that. You don't see them, going head, body, head. And that's one of the things that Casey Oxenheim preaches all the time.
Yeah, and you talked about it, prime time, changing the levels. He kept going body, and then the hands would go down to protect, and then he'd go upstairs.
Yes, 100%. I mean, that's the thing you got to do, and there's a little like whip kick, I call it, that he could get. Crowd's definitely behind him for sure, so he's doing great.
He looks bigger than 171, the former football player at Cherokee High School.
Oh, that's awesome.
Chris Buttry gets the win to the cage for official decision.
Your referee stops this fight at 1 minute and 44 seconds into the 3rd round. For your winner by TKO due to strikes out of the blue corner, Chris Buttry!
Chris Buttry wins his kickboxing debut, 1-0, and more than likely, we will see him again at Apex, and you will see him back here in Kingsport. You see him with our lovely ring girls here tonight